Hi Sagittarius, welcome back. Welcome to my channel. This is your new moon in Virgo and solar eclipse reading, as well as a little weekly check-in. I am Earth Angel 1111. If you'd like a personal reading with me, all of that information is in the description below of this video. If you don't like shuffling, fast forward. Please assign the energies as they apply to you. Tarot was made a long time before you and me. If this doesn't, if the shoe doesn't fit, don't wear it, okay? Don't wear it. Every message isn't for you. And so let's get into what you need to know, Sagittarius, for this new moon and solar eclipse energy in Virgo. Please Spirit. Ooh, this one want to pop out. Ending? Was there an ending? Let's see. We'll put it back. Please Spirit. Please share with me. Like, that's a big ending. What does... What are the overall and most significant things Sagittarius needs to know during this moon in Virgo? The Spirit. What does Sagittarius most need to know this new moon in Virgo? And the tarot deck is just a regular tarot deck. I like to use these kinds on camera, especially if you guys are trying to learn or you're kind of trying to get a read for yourself, if you're also intuitive. So I try to use the more traditional ones. I only go as abstract as light seers because I feel like sometimes when readers use the more abstract decks and you can't see that it's like, well, thanks. So bottom of the deck. So we saw the Ten of Swords, right, which is about betrayal. That one kind of flipped out. I didn't keep it. I put it back in. So the bottom of the deck is like you're obviously on some sort of break or recess, taking some time out, possibly for self-care or reflecting on something. So let's see what that is, Sag. Holy moly, Batman. Sorry. I'm going to show you. I should probably just take a picture of this and I might throw it up in your video if I can make it work, because I'm the one that does all my editing. So if I can make this kind of visible for you, I'll flash it at the end so you can see what I saw and where I went, what? I'm just going to read it backwards. I did a Celtic cross. I'm going to read it backwards because I have ADD. And so if people put me in suspense, my anxiety like builds and then it can make me go, So you see yourself, Sagittarius, as like reminiscing. This is the Six of Cups, reminiscing, going over the past a little bit, thinking about it, usually in a loving way. This can also be about apologizing and people returning. So if you're in a state of returning to somebody or thinking about returning or apologizing. That's kind of your energy. Friends, family, oh God, I forgot. Friends, family, and coworkers see you in the Lovers card. So it is usually about a moral choice, like a choice that needs to be made, and it has some sort of moral thing for it because it's a major arcana card. So whether it's between two people or a soulmate returning, this is usually, you know, people like to assign a soulmate connection to this card, which your guidance. Let me just show you why this is so crazy. So let me see what I can cover. Your guidance is the Four of Wands, so that's union. Often people say twin flame union because of the 1111 with the posts, right? And then your outcome was the Two of Cups. So this is screaming twin flame at me as somebody that has really versed in twin flame readings, knows a lot about the subject, even though it's kind of like no one's talking about it anymore. So, you know, if there was some sort of return from a counterpart, it looks like your advice is, and you don't have to do it, it's always up to you, is at least entertain the conversation from this person. So maybe get together for coffee or dinner or whatever, or, you know, some of the advice is this person might be stable and that, you know, Spirit's kind of guiding you that way. In the near future, you're going to seriously be in your head about it. And it comes down right beside your guidance, which is the Four of Wands. So you're in your head about this stability or this home or this family life or this coming together. But the thing with this card, I always associate this card with that zombie song, in your head, okay, I'm not gonna, but I associate it with that because it really is about mental blocks. And I know one thing I am working on, which I said this in the Leo reading, is when I'm praying or saying or doing affirmations, declarations, and prayers, my new thing is like, how must I think differently about this situation? So whoever your deity is, how must I think differently about this situation, blah blah blah, the rest of it, whatever it is. So that'll get you out of some mental blocks, hopefully, with this union, because it's just how you're thinking. It's just, you got to change your perspective and how you're thinking. Your goals, surprise, surprise, is the Nine of Wands, and that is to let your guard down. So letting your guard down in the near future, you're going to be in your head. You want to let your guard down. I associate this card also has a song for me as well, and it's that I get knocked down, but I get up again. It's the Wounded Warrior card. So if you're guarded and this is in your goals, you want to kind of let your guard down, like it's a goal for you. So in the recent past, there was some sort of new beginning. It could be financial, or it could be like the offer of some type of stability in a relationship. So if you were dating, it could have been being committed. If you're already committed, it could be an engagement. If you're already engaged, it could be about getting married. And that led to some fear and confusion for you in a well of emotions. So for whatever reason, that caused you to throw your guard up and get in your head about it. But this whole row, excuse me, this whole row is telling me it's good to go. So it really is in your head. Like, it looks like good intentions. It looks really positive. None of that is negative. All of it is what you're making of it is what it looks like to me right now. So you're in this energy of, you got a message, so a text message, saw something on social media, got an email, whatever it is, some sort of communication that is by air. And things are kind of moving quickly and shaping up, but you're having, so you have the 5 of Cups and your difficulties, so you're having a hard time focusing on the positive aspects of it for some reason. Like there's something that happened and I don't know what that is, because it's not coming out. It's not saying what they did. All it's saying is, like, in the past there was this basically a proposal or this offer of a new beginning, and then it threw you into a so your guidance is towards stability and union. If it's moving fast and that's what caused it, like if this is like hasty actions, because it can mean hasty actions, and that's kind of what has thrown you for a loop, there's no negative cards. Okay, the only negative cards that are showing up here is that it's a possibility that you're thinking negatively and that you're in your head about it, and maybe you don't enjoy how fast it's moving, or how you found out, or how it was done, or something along those lines. So let's get some clarity. So Heart's Hidden Secrets is what I'm using. Holy Spirit, share with me, what are the overall and most significant things that Sagittarius needs to know in regard to how their person is feeling towards Sagittarius? What does Sagittarius need to know about Sagittarius' feelings towards them? Holy Spirit. Please share with me, what are the overall and most significant things Sagittarius' person feels towards Sagittarius in this moon in Virgo? Bottom of the deck. Spying. It says social network, information, and information ways. So if you found out something via spying on the internet that's got you in your head in the blues, or something was proposed to you on social media, let's see, and you're just kind of, because these are the bottom of the deck energy, so some kind of spying has thrown you into a loop where you might be in bed under the covers. Karma, consequences, cause and effect, and debts. So did you get proposed to and then they spied on you and then you're like moving on with your life? And you're in your head about how somebody else is feeling? Be happy. Hopeless, sinking, despair, falling apart, because this is their feelings towards you. Like you're in a happy, happy, joy place and you're just in your head about having the nerve to be happy. Rejection, abandoned, dismissed, irrational fear. So yeah, they feel like this is their karma and they're hopeless because you're moving on with your life with a good person that spirit is telling you to go towards. Don't feel bad about your happiness. Divine feminine, yin feminine energy. So that's like the Empress card, or the female energy in the feminine energy in the twin flame. Distance, separation, space, blockage, and that's going over hopeless. So if you guys are far away from each other, like distance wise, mileage wise, or even emotionally, they are feeling in hopeless and in despair over that. And then we have breaking point, limit, final straw, overwhelmed. And that is going over rejection. Lordy. Okay. So some type of rejection has pushed someone to their breaking point. There's some sort of emotional or physical distance between you that is causing them to feel hopeless, like they can't do anything about what's happening and what is going on because they feel rejected. And there's a possibility they knew you were at your breaking point, so you move on and you took a better offer, or the offer that you're supposed to. Honestly, it's like the offer you're supposed to take. So if this weirdo saw it on the internet because they were spying, and then they got you in your head reminiscing, and you kind of can't get out of your bed, and you're trying not to be defensive, be happy about your happiness. Okay, be happy about your happiness. Yeah, and so they feel like you were it, you were the one for them, and they're suffering some type of karma right now. So they're like in karma. So, sometimes we sit there and we wonder, hey, is this ding dong ever going to get their karma? And, I know we're not supposed to think about that, but we have those times, I get it, that it's like, man, like, is anyone ever going to make so-and-so pay their tab? Like, or are we always going to have it pushed on to our plates? Like, is anyone going to make them pay their tab? Make them pay their bill, please, please, please. All right, so let's move on to some messages and what they have to say, which, if you're already in your head and something really good is happening for you and you just leveled up in a relationship or a partnership of some kind, I'll click off and just stay happy. Don't worry about what this ding dong from the past is saying to you, because they're facing karma right now. Please share with me. What does Sagittarius person want to say to Sagittarius in this new moon time? Please, Spirit. Please share with me the Sagittarius person want to say to Sagittarius during this moon time. Sagittarius person want to say to Sagittarius during this moon time. Sagittarius want to say to Sagittarius during this new moon. I feel like I'm not good enough for you, so if they sabotage the relationship, that's why. They don't feel like they're good enough for you. You're so high above them. That song, You're So High Above Me? I forget who sings it. I need time. And if the energies are switching, that can happen. So if you're the one in a timeout, and there's a break because this was overwhelming and it was moving too fast, that could be some of your feelings coming out. So I want to work things out. Very much that energy. If you guys want to Google cards, be my guest, check what I'm saying. Go for it. You are the love of my life. So if this is the good person speaking to you now instead of the karmic person, yeah, like this is soul connection. If we were doing a twin flame reading, I'd be like, drop mic. This is a higher level soul connection. This is your person. Drop mic. Like, you can't. And some people use this as a soul connection card too, and it can mean children and stuff like that. I don't see it that way, but some people do. You can't have more. And they lived happily ever after. I mean, we could put the Ten of Cups here, but you got some pretty powerful cards. I feel terrible for hurting you. So yeah, if we're back to the karmic person speaking to us now, they're in karma. You are the person of my dreams. And that's going over, I want to work things out. So this karmic person is coming back and saying this to you, and that's got you in your head because they saw you happy online. F them. F them if they saw how happy you were with somebody online, and like either you got engaged or you let your profiles connect and be together, and so they come out of the woodwork to come and screw everything up. That's the no person. Destiny is taking us down different paths. Yes, it is. And your guidance literally is union with the person you're with that you just got the higher level commitment with, that looks like it might have been online and somebody saw it and they came back and they're trying to ruin your day and your happiness. So you just let them, like, you shut that down. People cannot experience, like, if you are like somebody that was like, is that person ever going to get their karma? Is there justice in the world? Is there divine justice? Yes, there is. And as long as you keep enabling them and paying attention to them and, talking to them or getting involved in their energy in some way, they will never see that day. Because you're prolonging them learning their lesson. Every time you enable them, make them feel better, give them access to you, like, they can't learn a lesson if you keep making everything sweet and nice and comfortable and cozy for them. A lot of our lessons, when we refuse to learn them the encouragement way, like your guidance way from spirit, it comes from negative experiences and betrayal and whatever they did happen to you. But if you keep giving them a soft place to land, or your energy or whatever, they're just going to kind of come in and suck it up and gobble it up and think everything's right, well, and okay. And that prevents them from hitting rock bottom and learning their lesson. And so they kind of say that if any of you went into Al-Anon or you've struggled with addiction, is like, as long as you keep giving them their dopamine hit, they're never going to hit rock bottom. As long as you keep enabling them, they're never going to hit rock bottom, learn their lessons. And karma is lessons, right? So let's get some, we're going to use the Miracles deck, and I'll show you. I love this deck because it's a great one-shot piece of advice that you can carry with you, and you don't even have to do an entire reading like what we just did. But I love it. But if I need a quick shot, I use the card from this deck for some really quick advice. Please, Spirit, please share with me great, fantastic, and useful, wonderful, imperative advice for Sagittarius in this new moon. Holy Spirit, what is one really significant, important, and helpful piece of advice for Sagittarius to carry with them? Some really great, important advice. Sagittarius, carry with them. So we have giving happiness. Sunflower. That's so funny. You know that song Sunflower by Post Malone? It's literally about this. It's or no, it's not Sunflower. Yeah, I was thinking about circles and saying sunflower, but he has a sunflower song too. And it talks about like he has to let her go because he knows like he's not enough for her, and that he's gonna let her go. Like he's not there to be loyal, stable, and committed. Like not capable. He knows that, right? So check that song out. And then circles, because circles is what came to my mind, but sunflower is here. So circles is about feeding the flames to a karmic relationship and just going over and over and over in circles. And so you can't ever stop that cycle unless you shut it down. You set the boundary. Quit enabling the situation, right? So it says, happiness isn't something you get, it's something you give. And that also means to yourself. Self-care. It's a self-care card. It's a timeout card. Also means to yourself. So if you have to set a boundary so that you can be happy with your good person and set the boundary to keep the negative person, they're just going to come and make everything ick. So choose you, choose happiness, give happiness to yourself first, and everybody around you will be happy as well because you'll be even more giving and more happy. So everybody else around you will become happy. So if you like what you heard, please help the algorithm in getting the message out with your likes, shares, and your subscribes. The description and how to get a hold of me for a personal reading is below. Have a great new moon, Sagittarius, and a fabulous, fabulous week.